All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back and better than ever. No, not really, to be honest. We're doing all right. Doing a quick mic test here. Mic test, mic test, mic test. Market is about to open up here in just a few seconds. Mic test here. All right, we are live, and let's hope my camera doesn't freeze here on me. Anyways, let's get into it. We are now officially open for business. Gonna be streaming here for just a little bit. See what kind of price action we're gonna get for Asia Open. Looking pretty slow as of right now. Market is it's a very uneventful Asia Open, if I'm being honest here. Let's look at what ES is doing for this as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up ESZ. This is what I'm looking at. I have two screens, but since I can only stream on one page, I'll show you what we're looking at right here. So both ES on the left hand side and on the right hand side, we have bada bing, bada boo, ES. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to one of my evaluation accounts. I don't like trading my funded account overnight. I've done that and burned myself a couple times before. So just gonna be checking out here, trading this evaluation account here, see what kind of price action we're gonna get. Like I said, pretty uneventful right now. I'm gonna switch this back to NQ. The way I have my setup is I have my 5 minute right here. I have 3 minute if you're following my mouse. Then I have 15 minute for my NQ and NQ, Nasdaq, and I have ES on the 3 minutes just so it reflects. I trade off the 3 minute chart and just look on higher time frames for a general direction on the day though, which is kind of crazy. I did not expect that we were gonna rally up and basically 300 over 100 points. Kind of insane, to be honest. Oh, well, uh, today was 600. Yeah, I mean, well over 400 points. May new highs for Wednesday. And anybody that shorted definitely got burned. Be back with those folks. Right now, just waiting to see what kind of action play we're going to get. Are we going to have a little bit of resistance here and the bulls are going to step in and punch it up there? Or are we going to have resistance here and we're just going to chop here back down to basically 24,995 level. Let's look at my brackets here. I'm going to actually change that to 40. About a 1-1 ratio here. Don't really have a really big appetite for. Oh, there we go. A little bit of movement. ES is starting to pump up too. It has broken out of the range. It's pumping up, but is this just going to be a fake breakout to the upside? If I am going to be entering any trades, I'm probably just going to be looking for quick scalps. Don't know if I'm going to be holding on. Although my biggest trade I've ever taken was actually in the Asia session, which is very surprising. Seeing some resistance here, I would be interested in probably taking a short here and just set a stop. So something like this. I think I might actually take this. So tag in just about 6 points to the outside. Not much risk. I'd say about, yeah, that's about 6 points. And market just stops. My Wi-Fi has been a little bit spotty here as well, so just let y'all know that if it stops, it is what it is. Man, look like I freaking. This is not a good shirt to wear. I swear, guys, I work out, right? All right, tagged in. Like I said, I'm not looking to take too much here. Gonna be going for quick scalps if possible. Looking at ES is showing a little bit of weakness. Looking to see for a fake breakout to the upside. The bulls are coming in. Let them get stopped out. Some stop losses. So I'm gonna be placing mine here, taking this short. See if we can scalp back down just to get that quick 10 point here. Take it pretty easy. If we do get stopped out, we're only going to be down 5 points, which isn't much. It's going to be about $50, which isn't a huge loss at all. We're small, so now that I'm in this trade here, we're just going to have to wait to see it play out, to be honest. Quick scalps. Bulls are still showing some little sign of strength. Let's go Bears. Step in right here. Let's knock them down a peg or two. Only up 10, 20. There we go. On a 5-minute, we might come back down to test this EMA, the 8 EMA, which would not be bad. And we are above VWAP, so I wonder if it wants to come back down to test VWAP. Honestly, this would not be a bad play right here. If we come down to 8, right below 10. Like I said, just going for a quick scalp. My lighting is not the best right now, guys. I kind of just threw everything together to be able to get on stream here. See if we can get the Bears. Oh, we can't. I can't do anything. Very quick. 90% of day traders lose money, so trade at your own risk. Do not follow any of my trades at all. Because look, if you follow my trade, you'd be losing right now. So it looks like the bulls are strong for this. Wanted to see this break down immediately right here to this level down. It kind of played, but it looks like it literally took off. That's a perfect VWAP bounce. I guess that was the entry. Was down at VWAP. But now that I'm in, I guess we just gotta wait now and see what the market wants to do. So good chance that I do get stopped out here now. Bulls are not giving up that easily. They said, hold on. We're not gonna give it to you yet, Bears. Somebody's freaking honking. Kind of annoying. Hey. We're pushing into the evening time. How about you shut up? How about you shut up? Did my camera freeze? It did. Alright, we're back. Like I said, y'all, I have so much issues with this camera, this webcam. I really just gotta toss it. But we are still here. We're not really getting much action. So while I wait for my trade to kind of play out, I am going to just look at my phone. I mean, I can't will it to come down, can I? I don't think I have that much power. Do I? I don't like where we're going with this. I'm gonna go ahead and take this break even if it comes back down. If it comes back down. Better break even than take a loss, I guess, right? Anyways, I gotta set up for tomorrow morning. So we have to bid at 15.25. We have to ask at 16.75, 14.75. So we should get a bump down to 15.25 here shortly. Oh, is my entry turning into support now? Lovely, lovely. Let's take a look at what ES is doing here. Kind of just hesitating up here, but ES is slowly, it's the stair stepper of death. Really is what it is. I might just kill here instead of taking the loss. I'm okay with the little loss, and luckily this is just an evaluation account, but trying to be a little bit more disciplined is it's my approach to it. There we go, good. What can you do, folks? Ain't much happening. $17. Ask is at $19.50. They're really trying to pump it. Pump it louder. Oh wait, I shouldn't be saying that song. I don't want to get copyrighted. No, sir. I do not want to get copyrighted. Not today. Not today. We have to bid at 16, 15.75, 16. Can we get that breakdown at 15.25? Which would put this trade at break even, but doesn't seem like the bulls are wanting to do that. Well, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just waiting for my trade to play out. One way or another. It's Asia session, so it's expected for it to be this low. But that was a pain. It's like watching paint dry. If you've ever traded the Asia session before, you know what it's like. Not much movement. Yeah, that loss is gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and just kill this trade right here. I'm only down $80.50. Better to be down just a little bit than take that full loss, which is only like $100 realistically, but should be playing as if it were real money. Put that in the noggin. Not getting much. Are the Bulls gonna step in and we're gonna push through the 20 level and go match the highs up here? Is that what's gonna happen? Overall though, we're starting to see weakness here with the Bulls, so I wouldn't be don't really have an appetite to go long. Of course, obviously as soon as I get out, the market wants to dump. But I think everybody goes through that, right? My entry was support, and now, oh, there we go. Question is, are we gonna get this 20 push? Is that what's gonna happen? So we have the ask sitting at 1875. If you wonder what I'm looking at, I look at the ask and the bid, and the mid just keeps on shooting down. It's a good indication who's kind of taking over. But right now, bulls are staying strong. ES is starting to show weakness as well. What's going to happen? Are the bulls going to break this above 20? Or are we going to reverse here? Who knows? We are at all-time highs as well going into the night. So I'm really just thinking out loud of, are we going to keep going up, make new highs overnight? That would be interesting. Not impossible. Not impossible by any means at all. But if anything, all-time highs. Here we go. We got the 20 level. 1975. If we get 20 and a quarter on that ask, it should break. Looks like 19's holding it rough. That 20 level is holding it down. Are the bulls gonna have enough strength? ES is stuck at 67.60 and 2/4. Starting to show a lot of weakness. I might enter another short here. I'm gonna see if that 20 level breaks. Something like this. Wouldn't be bad. Y'all like y'all muted myself on the mic. We're not down by much, so I'm not really too afraid to be going back into a trade. Oh man, here we go. 18. I might not get filled here. That's not happening. Anyways, what do we do here? Are the bulls gonna come through? That 20 level is holding it down. COP, hold it down. Roll it down. Sorry, I'm not. There's nothing happening, so I don't want to just keep staring at the screen. If y'all don't know either, Tradevate is coming out with a prop firm. Is that what it is? I gotta do some research on this too because Tradevate. I don't know what they're doing. Are they making a new? Are they coming out with a prop firm with Tradevate or what is it? Tradevate prop. I don't get it. So, because they're coming out with something, I don't know what they're doing. I'm trying to find some more information. If anybody knows anything. What are they doing with prop firms? There's like nothing on Google right now that I can search up. Okay. Da da da. Chicago announced Okay. Let's take a look at it together, fellas. Ninja Trader, blah blah blah, has announced toolkit for navigating pursuing funding. These tools. I guess they're trying to create more tools for it, whatever. Oh, man, bummer. Had I just kept my position, I would have been fine. But you know what? It's okay. Gotta learn when to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. I think is very basic. But I'm really curious to know what. Oh, that's my accounts. Oh no, y'all can see it. Oh no. But kind of really curious to see what Tradeovate is doing. What the prop is like. What kind of tools? Because ultimately, to be honest, I don't really use much of the tools. I mean, we have what Fibonacci. If you want to do fib, you can be like, oh well, shoot. Mark out the highs and the lows. We're bouncing off the 38%. But no, I don't really use the fib at all. I just use VWAP and then I have the ADMA. To be honest, I don't even really use the ADMA. I kind of use it just for more so because I just have it in there and I'm too lazy to take it out. So it's fine by me. I really don't want to mess with that. But man, again, VWAP is holding. So this blue line right here, if you're wondering what it is VWAP. Starting to form a little bit. Is this going to be a bull flag for us to move up to the highs? Up at 25,000? Well, we're in the 25,000. So 25,032-ish level. Back at these highs. Could be an option. We're bouncing up the ADMA as well. That's what the pink line is. Actually, let me double check. ADMA. Okay, it is. That is indeed the ADMA. And then I also have pivot points as well that I like to use. Kind of just get a gauge level. If we're trending one way, normally we go pivot to pivot. Now that's not always the case. Sometimes it doesn't happen like that. But anyways, trying to think and talk. It's like chewing gum. Okay, ES is starting to pump back up. It has now come up to 67.60. I'm looking on my right hand screen. If you're following me, I have Nasdaq 5 minutes, Nasdaq 3 minutes, and ES is about to break out of its range again. I think if ES does break through and starts moving to the sky, I'll go ahead and pull it up for you guys. That's what I'm saying. ES is breaking out. I think if it breaks out and it keeps going up, should take Nasdaq with it. But as long as they hold resistance here, the bears might still have a little bit of hope to stay in control. Moving that back to Nasdaq. Not getting much. Also, if you haven't seen my last video, I was in France and Switzerland. You should definitely check that out. So I was there just a couple of weeks ago. Super awesome trip. You know what? Videos and any pictures do not do it any justice. Definitely took a bit getting back here. And if you are wondering, yes, I am funded. Okay, I have a funded account. I'm just not trading that because I don't want to trade it in the Asia session, especially not with this kind of price action. It is terrible. So currently just trading my evaluation account. I think this is gonna be day 3 of it. So I logged in just like a day of trading on it because I didn't really want to mess with it. I sometimes get mentally tired once I'm done trading my funded account today for the New York session. It was in and out. I had about 30 minutes just to trade because I had some meetings like back to back, and by the time I was going to be done with the meetings, it was pushing into the afternoon session, which if you know anything about that, that's normally whenever volume starts to die out. So typically I want to be done within the first 2 hours of trading of New York session. So the open of New York, and if I could be done within like 30 minutes to an hour, even better. I don't want to be staring at a screen all day. But if I have to, I will. Do I want to? Absolutely not. But I will do it. All right, 5 minutes pushing. I'm going to go ahead and take a look over at ES. ES is coming back to that 60 and 50 level. So they really want that. And 20 was holding down this little batch here. So I did take a short. If you were looking at my 5 minute screen, if I would have just held on, I think my trade would have handed out. But that's obviously, with the power of hindsight, I'm a great trader. So it just looked like it was going to keep going up. I didn't want to just take the full loss. So I decided that, you know what, why not just kill trade? I'm only trading with one contract. And don't mind the two. I switched to two, but whenever I entered this trade, I was only trading with one contract, and I'm only down $80.50. That's not the end of the world. So that's what we're doing now. I just came out here for a couple more minutes. Not really gonna get much action, and I don't want to sit through the whole night just to stare at paint dry. To be honest, not much going on with this Asia session. I'm sorry, y'all. If you guys came here expecting to see something great, now I could do something great and just go 5 contracts right here, max out for some entertainment. But not really worth it in my opinion. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I gotta put my laptop on a charger. Y'all hang out for one second, all right? Right, like I said, it was just 1 second. So your patience has paid off. I have returned. So forming a little bit of a bull flag here as well. And if you're just now tuning in, this stream is for entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. 90% of day traders lose money. Trade at your own risk. But I'm looking here, kind of just thinking out loud, starting to see a bull flag form. Are we going to hold the VWAP and get the bulls to come back in the push? So ES kind of broke out of its range, but looks like it was just going for stop losses. So, man, talk about bummer. But I do want to read a little bit more into the Ninja Trader and see what they're doing. Ninja Trader prop and trade rate prop. Take profit. No freaking way. Okay, so what they're doing, the tools include, this is for a trade debate. If anybody trades with Ninja Trader or Trade debate, they're gonna have tools. So right here, tools are gonna include advanced risk control, seamless integration with popular third-party platforms, powerful charting and order flow tools, and flexibility to trade from mobile, web. Okay, nice. Tradevate is really good with their web app. I hate their application. Their software application itself is booty cheeks. But the web version of the phone is exactly like trading basically on here. And I love it because I actually am still working, a job. Sorry guys, it's the dirty J word, but still work it, and I sometimes work from home, and I sometimes work in office. And the days that I do work in office, I get the option. This is my only tool that I get to trade, so I will make trades on this beautiful thing, and that's how I trade. And TradeAway allows me to do that. I'm not affiliated with TradeAway by any means whatsoever, but like TradeAway is dope as far as like the web and stuff. It's very easy. Their interface is easy for me as well. their app itself is just, it's not good. It's not like trading does. But on the web design, I'll probably make a video about it too. For anybody out there that is thinking about, like, hey, is it possible to trade on your phone? Yes. Through futures with Tradeovate, you can. Depending on what you do, if you have your own money, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. I'm not going to go into too much details unless anybody wants to know more about it. But I've traded live and I'm trading prop from here as well. It's just very seamless, very easy to use as well. So hats off to Tradeovate. Now, NinjaTrader, on the other hand, is only available on desktop, and it's also one of the reasons why I chose Tradeovate over it. Now, I can get NinjaTrader, but NinjaTrader is kind of old school a little bit, like the interface of it, the UI design. It's not bad, but I like Tradeovate. I've been with Tradeovate ever since I started trading futures, trading in general. Actually, I didn't even trade any other like caps, small caps, big caps, stocks. Not really. This is my bread and butter. This is where I've made my money in the future space. I do have videos of me taking payouts as well. So if you're wondering, is this guy just talking out his ass, whatever the language, you can watch my videos. I have my payouts on there. Now, it hasn't been perfect. Okay, it's been ugly too. As pretty as it's been mainly ugly, but so far, loving my experience to what I've got up so far. Right now, push it up. Balls are holding. I mean, technically, that's a bull flag right there. Just don't know if I want to take it. I'm only down $80.50, so it's not the end of the world. For that 20 level, if I, think the Bulls won it. And we're just sitting in like a 3-point range, so unfortunately, we're not getting much action. There we go. I think I was up at some point in my first trade. I was up about $100, and I was debating if I should take it, which I should have, like in hindsight, but it's only, I mean, it's not only $100, right? I do want to say something. I do want to refrain. It's not just $100. Now, obviously, it's an evaluation, but I should be treating it more serious and switching the mindset around if it's not just $100. Because if I found $100 laying on the ground, I would definitely take that, even if it was just five. I wouldn't say no to that. $5, give me that bill. But I think that's one of the biggest things that causes. I mean, I'll speak from my own experience as well. Being greedy is just always bitten me in the rear end more than it has helped me out. I'm being honest. Because when you get greedy, that's when things start to go south. Maybe you come a tick short and you're like, give me that. Or you want, let's say, I'm not going to play a trade, but I'm going to do this. I'm not going to get filled down here. But let's say that you are in this trade, you entered down here, and your level to take profit was up here, right? An example of greed is like, oh, okay, hey, if it's gonna break this level, then it should go up here, right? And that's when you decide to think like, oh, I'm gonna put it up here, and so it does break the level that you originally intended to take profit. But then what happens? It just reverses, comes down, takes you out, and you're like, man, I should have taken profit there. And then you know what happens? It bounces off that level and it goes up. And now you're sitting here and you're like, oh, what the? And it's when you start to spiral out of control. You start revenge trading. You're like, you know what? I'm just gonna go in, and things never really usually doesn't pan out from there. So that's greed, and greed has kicked me in the nuts. I been a couple accounts that I've blown. I've gotten above with the prop firm that I trade with, the level that I can take out a payout. It's at $2,000, and I basically end up break even around noonish, and then I'll be like, oh, I got so pissed at myself that I was up $400, maybe 600. I didn't take it. Now I'm just out of wire. So one of the biggest thing that I'm fighting daily myself is just fighting against greed. I mean, like, I just got to be okay. I say that all of that to say this, that I need to be okay with taking either $100 or $1,000 or $10,000 and shouldn't have any emotions. Really, anybody that talks about you need to be an emotionless trader is that's a bunch of bullcrap. We as traders are all emotional. I don't care how much money you make. You could be a millionaire trader, you're still gonna be emotional about it. It's just at a different level, basically. Nobody likes losing money, right? Especially one of the things that's very dangerous about trading is that, yeah, you can make money quick, but you can lose money just as quick too. The thing is, nothing's literally stopping you from making money. Unlike having a real business, let me take it back. This can be a real business, but unlike having a business where you have clients and invoices with trading, there's no clients, there's no invoices. It's just you and the screen. And when you click buy and you close out of the position in the green, you're making money right there. And it's that easy. It becomes very addictive. And you're like, why don't I just keep pushing it? But just like that, when you click buy, it could immediately go against you if you're going in a long position. And I see that happen just within so many traders and in myself as well too. One of the things that also separates is when you lose, how small can you lose, and when you win, how big can you win, right? If you take a green day, are you going to be okay with that, or are you going to be like one of those people that just say, "Hey, I need more money." I actually am trying to get better at being more disciplined with my trading. Been trading for 4 years now, and every time, like, it's just a constant reminder every day, like, hey, you need to be disciplined with your trading, disciplined with your mindset, and obviously you got to carry that throughout and other aspects of your life as well. Drink some water, be myself. But like I was saying, you need to carry that throughout every other aspect of your life. If you're, I'll just be honest, if you're shit in one area of your life, don't expect to be good in another. But this is going to be one of the tougher things to really nail down. I don't, and I know I'm talking a lot, but the thing is, there's not much happening. We're just in this range from like 19. Oh, okay. Well, now it's going 19 to 14, so about a 5 point range. Not getting much action here, to be honest. Like I said, it looks like the bull flag is kind of playing out, but I think I'm done. I mean, we're not really getting much. I might just hang out here for a little bit, see if we break that 20. Is that what's going to happen? I do need to take a look at the news actually tomorrow as well. So one website that I recommend you using is investing.com and taking a look at their economic calendar if you do not look at the news. Because if you're trading and you're not keeping up with the news, at least market news, you're more. Because you don't want to be, oh shoot, okay. You don't want to be caught up whenever the news is about to play because it goes either way. But tomorrow is going to be Thursday, which technically in futures it's already Thursday because of the Asia session open, but today is still Wednesday in real life. Man, that's wild. So really no news tomorrow. We have factory orders at it's going to be 9 central. So if you're on the East Coast, it's going to be 10. If you're going to in the mountain time, it's 8 and it's 7 o'clock if you're Pacific. What a sell. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you tuned in. I appreciate you tuning in. I know that I'm definitely just streaming here randomly, tuning in on a schedule, but I think I might stream a little bit more of the Asia sessions. Maybe just Wednesday, whenever I do get the time. And whenever, right now, I would stream in the morning, but I'm just at a point where I just want to focus on trading during the New York session and not have anything in the background. None of that unnecessary stress. Because streaming and trading, it can be pretty, I'm not saying it's hardest thing in the world, but it definitely is on your mind whenever you're thinking about other people watching you trade or to sell. Either way, like I said, this is it. I appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn that notification bell, because right now I don't have a consistent schedule, so you're definitely not going to want to miss any of the streams.